Not my Walking Dead the final season fans. Skybound Games took over the development of the game's final seasons and how it's thriving. It said to bring on as much as staff as possible to conclude the story. And I'm so damn happy because when I didn't see episode 3 on November 8th, I was really sad and I was really wondering why. But I figured that they were gonna have to have a little delay because even Rob Kirkman said, and hopefully they'll be able to have episode 3 out on time and episode 4 out on time. So when it didn't show up, I was a little sad, but I understood why. It could be a possible delay, and I'm glad it was. And I quote, so this is from Skybound Games. It's been a ton of work logistically and legally to get us to a place where we're able to roll up our sleeves and get to actual work, the studio said. After Telltale shut its doors, I'm a little sad by that, but hey, Skybound is taking control of it. The game was unfortunately unable to be worked on, and hence the release dates of episodes 3 and 4 have been delayed. But we're excited to let you know that many of the talented, passionate team members who originally worked on the game are resuming development efforts today. Now my only question is this might just be a rhetorical question. Now does that include the woman that actually one of the developers that stepped out and went on to produce and develop another game? If not, then that's cool, and I wish her the very best always. Now, again, soon we will be announcing release dates for the 2 remaining episodes. I can't believe there's actually 2 more left, 2 left already. It's halfway there. Wow. It's likely that previous seasons of the game may be unavailable to purchase for a few days as we transition. But don't panic. We'll have everything back online ASAP. If you already purchased Season 4, which I did, and I have not deleted it, thank God, you will not have to pay again. Future episodes will be available to download as soon as they are released via your original point purchase. End quote. So this news comes as Telltale Games winds down its operations, liquidating the company and pulling its titles for sale from Steam. Telltale Games' sudden catastrophic laying off of nearly all its 274 employees. And see, that's what still shocks me to this day is the fact that there were so little employees. And I'm like, damn, this is really crazy. But you know what? I'm glad, man. I really am. As long as, and that just shows you right there, man. It doesn't, only a few couple hundred people start a business like that, and you can make it become profitable. But for it to come down so suddenly, it's a sad way to go. But I'm glad they were able to achieve something that I'll remember for the rest of my life as well. They laid off their 274 employees with no notice, no severance, and barely a week's worth of healthcare that hit in September, which is really fucked up too. Just a day after 2 potential investors walked away from potentially funding talks. So both AMC and Smilegate were in discussions to invest in Telltale Games, a deal that management had been working on to essentially save the company, sources told Variety at the time. So my only question is what happened? Well, here it is. Days after the original layoffs hit, a former employee filed a lawsuit on behalf of all those let go, saying that Telltale Games violated state and federal labor laws with the mass layoff because it didn't give proper notice, which they are pretty much extremely entitled to. You never. That's the one thing I learned about business, man. You never lay people off and say fuck you without letting them know why, and so forth. After the layoff, the company said it was keeping on about 2 dozen employees to finish the port of Telltale's Minecraft game for Netflix, which I don't know why, but I know why, but I just don't think it's a. I think it was just a waste of time for them to do this, and knowing what they were up against and what they were doing. But weeks later, though, another group of those remaining members were let go, which is why I said it was a waste of time. Right there. The company later announced that the final episode of the Telltale Games The Walking Dead, the final season, will be released after all, with Skybound taking over the development and publishing of the game. Awesome. So, Skybound Entertainment was created by Kirkman in 2010 to develop properties both in traditional and new media, including television, film, video games, and digital media. So earlier this year, Skybound created Skybound Games to help develop its IP into video games. Skybound created the Telltale deal to turn the comic book version of The Walking Dead into a piece of interactive fiction, which I believe is great, man. That's the kind of game that I actually want to do, man. Is interactive fiction. I mean, that's pretty much what video games are. So anyway, they've always teamed with Scopely to create the smartphone game The Walking Dead: Road to Survival, with Starbreeze on Shooter, Overkill's The Walking Dead, and with Skydance Interactive on virtual reality game, The Walking Dead: Saints and Sinners. Now, the company also backed free range games Labyrinth and Oxenfree's Night School Studios. Now, AMC's The Walking Dead, which has spurred a few games, including its successful mobile titles, are not connected to Skybound Games, which I found really surprising, but it makes a lot of sense and is very smart, which are based strictly on the comic book, not the television show. So this has been your boy Share Speaks, man. Let me know what you guys think about the comment section below. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited that Skybound Games is at least finishing up the last couple episodes for the Walking Dead Telltale series, the final season? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you guys? I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait to actually play these last two episodes. Because it's been a long ride, and I came in, like I said, into this game a little late, but I caught myself up and I'm in love with it, man. So I look forward to seeing what happens. This has been your boy Chase Speaks. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys have any requests as to what videos you guys want me to do next, please let me know in the comment section below. I will happily do whatever you guys want me to do. God bless.